There was the right physician at the right place at the right time to put it all together, which saved me literally years of going through processes to find out what the diagnosis would be. In October 2014, I was experiencing some cardiac symptoms which I knew weren't right. I had pounding chest, I could feel my heartbeat, and I knew that something was going on. So I was actually admitted to the hospital for cardiac investigations, of which they did numerous investigative tests over 11 days. With them not having any further clue as to what's going on, I underwent a cardiac MRI. The results of the cardiac analysis was done by a doctor who spent time at the National Amyloid Center in London, UK, and identified it as amyloid. Every diagnosis is always not good news when you're in healthcare, but to receive a diagnosis that you now have a disease which is rare, it is fatal, and there is no cure, and currently there is no treatment for it, and that your life expectancy could be anywhere from 3 months to 3 years. It's hard to take that. I have a nursing background, and I've seen my share of sad news on the ward. When it's talking about you, it's very personal. And so you have family, you have friends, you have a career, you have commitments, and all of a sudden this is put in front of you, and it is challenging. It's very hard, even if you're used to seeing it happen. It takes a while to process that and understand fully what the implications of what that really means. I was 55 years old when I got diagnosed, and for wild type, that was about 15 years too young to be diagnosed with wild type. So there was plenty of questions. There was lots of angst, there was lots of nervousness, as you can well imagine. But that also led and fed my desire to figure out what this is. That gave me comfort, because at least then I knew concretely what I was up against. My journey since then, I'm 63 years old now, has brought me in contact with other people who have amyloidosis of various types. And I have learned that their journey is vastly different than my 9-week diagnosis. It takes them normally 3 to 5 years, that the people I've talked to, as well as many appointments with specialists to figure it out. Personally, I'm very, very fortunate to have such a short diagnostic time that I didn't have to go through those many years of wondering what.